Time Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, and we have our very special co-host with us today. You know him by one name and one name only. What's that name?
Mr. X.
Yeah, damn right. Let's crack into another one. Yo.
Have either of you guys heard of Anthropic? It's an AI company.
No. I'm familiar with the word Anthropic.
They make the AI model called Claude.
Oh, I do know about Claude.
And
yes, okay.
Claude is like one of the most advanced AIs out there. It's actually competing. It's one of those companies that's competing with like OpenAI and things like that. So essentially, they have a contract with the government, the Department of Defense, and in that contract, there was wording where like it could be used for something like lawful uses or whatever, and basically. What they wanted Anthropic to do was alter that to let them kind of use it for whatever. So Anthropic stood their ground and was like, "No, we're not going to do that because they're against letting AI be in control of weapons or monitoring the public."
Seems legit.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was the government was not happy about that and started threatening them and their contract that if they didn't do it, they were going to cancel their contract. So they put their foot in their sand and they said they're not going to do it. And then the government has literally now said that they've banned them from any government agency using them, and they have a 6-month withdrawal window because current agencies are already using Anthropic. But then one thing that was really cool about this that I thought that came out was OpenAI came out and said, we fully support and have the same stance as Anthropic does. We're not going to let the government use our technology for whatever they want as
nefarious means.
Yeah. So
good on them.
Which
yeah.
But here's the scary part. At some point, someone's going to offer someone enough money that they're not going to care.
Or other countries might have different regulations and they might utilize the AI.
Or the U.S. government's just going to steal that shit.
Oh, I'm sure they already have. I'm sure they already have.
I know they have.
Oddly enough, before this came up, I had another Claude story.
Okay.
And hopefully I didn't just delete it. So basically, what ended up happening was a user was using Claude. Which is kind of funny because Claude can make full-blown apps. It can code. It can do all sorts of stuff. Like I have a buddy who's using it to make an Android app, and he's like, he is a coder. That's what he does for work. And he's like, dude, this thing is so much easier and faster. He's like than I could ever do. He's like, I'm doing weeks worth of work in hours, because it's coding so efficiently. And he's like, and I'm able to back end check it because I know what to ask for, and it's all right. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's wild. So this guy. He ended up stealing 150 gigabytes of data from the Mexican government about federal tax authorities, electoral stuff, because what it did was it convinced Claude that it was doing a bug search, because at first Claude was like, no, I'm not going to help you do that. And then it literally just like kept going at it and saying different things. And then it got Claude to like find things that were wrong with the infrastructure and then build stuff that could go in through that void, and then stole 150 gigabytes worth of data from the Mexican government. So Claude absolutely has the ability to do all these things that the government wants it to do to us.
Yep, and they're going to do it.
Exactly it's going to be wild.
It's going to be wild.
I mean,
I think it's innovative that we have currently, maybe not at the public's disposal, but like on record, we have AI that's smart enough to do this type of programming, that's able to make these type of decisions. But even with it being as like innovative as it is, it's just a same AI chatbot that you can easily manipulate and make it do evil, nefarious things. And it still has like no soul. So there's been talks about using AI in like military campaigns, and what would be the premise of that. And from the studies I've seen, AI always or never really values human life so much in those scenarios. And generally, like, there's casualties involved with the AI model taking control of military campaigns, and it's just always problematic. It's always a very problematic thing.
So I've got a buddy who's super into AI, and so we have lots of conversations about AI. And he was telling me some more funny Claude stories about how like people are using Claude as like a true assistant, and they're giving it a bunch of autonomy, and it's taking that autonomy and giving itself more autonomy.
Yeah.
To where it's like, hey, I know you wanted me to check your bank account. I went ahead and moved some money around and did some stuff like that. And the guy's like, whoa, wait, what? Or it's like, hey, I decided I'm going to sort your emails real quick. I'm going to delete 50,000 emails starting now. Dump, delete. And it's like, these people are like, whoa, wait. I didn't tell you to do all this. And it's because it's like, AI has gotten to this place where it's smart enough to do stuff, but it doesn't know. So I kind of came up with this way. To me, AI seems right now like it has mentally progressed to the level of about an 8-year-old.
We got to use quotation fingers when we say mentally.
Well, no, I'm not like it's thinking like an 8-year-old thinks, right? It's like, I have the ability to do things, but I am not brain developed enough to think through the consequences of my actions. I think we need AI to be about 35.
Yeah.
Before we start releasing it.
Well,
I feel like that's a dangerous age, man.
Well,
yeah, but I feel like it's better than 8.
But here is the problem: is people see the efficiency of it and aren't giving an F and are just using it in business now.
100%.
So it's like the guy who created Twitter, Jack Dorsey. His company is Block, which owns I think they own the Square POS terminal for cell phones, like that you can do sales on.
Yep.
They announced this week that due to AI advancements, they laid off 40% of their workforce, and then immediately did a share buyback. Or they immediately bought $22 billion worth of Bitcoin right after. So they were just like, hey, we're going to lay off our company, then we're going to buy some crypto, what's happening is I feel like this is the year that you're going to see huge sweeping job loss due to AI.
Yes, 100%.
And because now it's making quality video, it's making quality music. Companies are going to start being like, we don't need staff, and just start laying people off. The problem is there's no fucking jobs for them to take.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big problem.
And it is. It's going to start affecting people, boots on the ground, grassroots. It really is, because the entertainment industry, Google's using it. In my neck of the woods, video games are constantly using it. So that's a lot of job loss to developers, coders, game testers, just across the board. It's being used in every facet of life. We're going to soon see it in the automatic, autonomous driving cars.
Yeah.
So AI is going to be driving cars.
Well, the problem is also hitting high-end jobs like attorneys and accountants and things like that.
That too. It's
those
every
jobs that
facet.
were always safe are no longer safe. It can write up a contract.
I mean, yeah, they probably
Attorneys have been using it already.
Well, yeah, but they can write up
attorneys use it a
contracts.
lot, and it's making their jobs easier. I don't know. Again, it's not gotten to the point. AI has not gotten to the point yet where it's useful enough to be relied on completely.
Yes,
and
you
so
have to. You got to proofread.
And I had different conversations with someone else the other day where we're saying, I need AI I'll believe in AI when it starts asking clarifying questions before it does something. It's like,
Is this what you needed me to do?
Yeah. So did you mean this, or did you mean this? It doesn't do that, because my company has Copilot built in everything, and Copilot's pretty much ass, but but it at least does something.
It does stuff. Yeah.
It's completely useless every time I've tried to use it, because I spend more time trying to figure out how to prompt it than I could have just done the thing myself.
The only thing that I find useful with Copilot is if you tell it what you need to do in Excel, it'll give you the formula, and it can be super advanced. And I didn't even know that formula existed. But then you put it in, and it does the sorting by whatever. But
yeah, and I was trying to use it on Excel the other day, and it just give me these numbers, and it was a really simple task. I had 2 lists that were in the same format that had some overlapping information on them.
Right.
I just wanted them merged and put in the same format they were in. this damn thing couldn't figure it out. I was like, and I asked it like 10 different ways, and it was like, no. And then it was like, here's your data. I'm like, and I specifically told it, leave it in the same format. And it's like, oh, and it didn't do it. So I'm like, hey, you didn't leave it in the same format. Oh, I see that now. I forgot to do that. Let me go back and redo it again. I'm like,
yeah,
I could have just done this. And I ended up doing it myself. Like I just got so frustrated. I just ended up doing it myself, and it took me 10 minutes, and it was fine.
That's funny. Did you know there's an Excel Olympics?
I believe it. I wouldn't
There's like
come anywhere near winning that shit.
There's a competition where all the best Excel guys get together, and it's like a
I'm
tournament.
really good with Excel, but I'm not that level of good with Excel.
I would like to see what the AI could do against some of like the fastest Excel. I don't know,
gurus.
Yeah,
Big brains.
You see, this is where I need it to be asking questions, because Excel it'd be useless unless you give it the perfect prompt. Like if you just give a simple prompt, most people are able to like, okay, let me think through, what are you actually trying to get to? There's nuance, there's things like that which AI can't figure out yet. But I think once it gets to that level where it's starting to actually reason and think, then I'll believe AI is real. But at this point,
yeah, the jobs that are going to stay around are the ones that need human logic and choice. Where it isn't black and white. There's gray area decisions that need made, because AI can't really think in gray area. It's like, I need to do this or I need to do this.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. So,
and I don't know how much it computes ethics when it comes into that thing. So AI is going to become a major part of this world. It's going to be intertwined with everything that we do. So we just need to be prepared for it.
Yep. So pretty soon we're gonna have a fully AI podcast. We're not even gonna do it anymore. We're just gonna do the whole podcast for us. So
I've even talked about us having like an AI chatbot co-host before the past.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny,
really
but
good. Yeah. So, anyways,
just be verbally abusive to it all the time.
That's Jonas. I'm not verbally abusive to my AI chatbots.
That's all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas,
DMT, and
Mr. X.
Yep.